All right, squad, welcome back to Prepping with Sarge. I am very pleased to announce a new partnership, and just in time for the holidays, with Mira Safety. What I've got here is some potassium iodide tablets that they sent out to me so that I could show you just one of the products they have available over at Mira Safety. Let's talk about what this one is, and then near the end, I will talk about what other products you can find over on Mira Safety that I think preppers and survivalists might be interested in. So what is potassium iodide? Well, one thing you should know is that the government stockpiles this, and why would they be stockpiling? Potassium iodide is used to help block radioactive iodine from entering your thyroid after a radiation exposure. Okay, so and the directions for taking this, of course, are going to be on the back. For adults, it's going to be 2 tablets per 24 hours. So this would basically be a 30-day supply for one person in each bottle. Children can take 1 tablet per day for 24 hours. The instructions are down the bottom there. But of course, not medical advice here. This is something you're going to talk to your doctor about before you do this. And you don't take this as a precaution. You take this if there's been reason to believe that there's been radiation in your area, right? So why is this something that I'm talking about now? This is not something I usually focus on my channel. Well, interestingly enough, things that are going on in the world right now are making it very, very scary. We are sitting on the edge of World War III, to be quite frank, and make no mistake, a lot of people say, well, nobody would ever use nukes. Well, okay, that's one thing we need to talk about, why a prepper should stock enough potassium iodide for their entire family. I think that's a big mistake to assume that some crazy maniac out there in the world who is running a country, if they feel backed into the corner, they do not care about what happens to their people, right? So if you think about historically, somebody like with Hitler's mentality, right? If he had access to nuclear weapons during the fall of his regime, I absolutely believe he would have used them, and he wouldn't have cared about what happened to his own people. And we have other tyrannical dictators out there in the world who do have access to nuclear weapons, they're not afraid. If it comes down to something like that, they're not afraid of like mutually assured destruction. So absolutely nukes could get used, absolutely. But that's not the only scenario. Think about if you live near railroad tracks, if you live near a port. I live near both. And yes, radioactive material does sometimes pass through. Maybe you live near a power plant. Maybe you live near a military base, right? How many of you out there are listening to this, you live near a military base? And do you really know what they've got stored there? Do you really know that the jets on your base, that they don't have access to nuclear weapons? Are you sure? Are you sure there's no silos near you? What if there's a malfunction in any of those, right? So potassium iodide is actually a very affordable prep. There's really no reason why you shouldn't be carrying this in your prepper pantry for every member of your family, right? At this point, this is a very, very affordable prep. And it's not something you want to wait until there's an incident in your area, because then it's going to be very, very hard to get, right? And make no mistake, other people, other nations, and other governments are stockpiling this while you can easily get it. And I think it's something that you should think about too. So much so that I actually reached out to Mira Safety. They did not reach out to me, and asked them about a partnership for my audience. And I went ahead and secured a discount code for you. You can get 10% off your products at Mira Safety, which I'll put a link in the description down below. Use my link, please. It's an affiliate link, and you help me to keep this channel going. But more importantly, get yourself a 10% off discount by using coupon code SARGE10 on their website. That's SARGE10, all capital letters, right? There's no reason why you shouldn't have this. It's affordable right now. It's accessible right now. That may not always be the case in the future. Go ahead and get yourself some potassium iodide tablets from Mira Safety. And while you're over there, check out some of their other products. Mira Safety also makes some of the best NBC gas masks available in the industry. NBC, nuclear, biological, chemical, right? So who needs gas masks? Again, anyone who lives near a railroad tracks, anyone who lives near a port, anyone who lives near any kind of factory that makes chemicals. Because a chemical spill, as we've seen, or a chemical accident, as we've seen in the United States, does happen. And it basically, for you to be able to get out of that area without getting overexposed to toxic chemicals, you may want to have an NBC kit, right? For each member of your family. Check that out. They also have body armor available, various different packages for body armor. Maybe you've got, because you're worried about active shooter situations, so you've got one of those backpacks for your kid where you need to put a plate in the back of the backpack. They've got you covered. Definitely check them out and definitely use my discount code. Why not take advantage of it, right? And there's some other things on there. You might want to go check out their website. I will be covering more of their stuff in the future, but happy to get this information out to you now before the holidays really get rolling. Definitely check out their website. Take advantage of that discount code. Get yourself and your family stocked up now while you can get your potassium iodide. This is really important prep and very affordable, and there's really no excuses why you don't have your family protected with potassium iodide in your prepper pantry. Lasts for up to 10 years, right? So it's one of those things you can get it, set it, forget it. Okay, and then you're covered for that prep. But while you're over there, I definitely recommend you check out some of their other products as well. All right, this is YouTube channel Prepping with Sarge. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing so you can stay up to date with all things preparedness, including product reviews on products that I think you'll like. Don't forget to check in the description down below for some discount codes for other products that I am happy to endorse, products that I believe the prepper community needs and would like to have. I only reach out and partner up with products that I personally use and I personally believe in, and products that I'm happy to put my stamp of approval on. So check that out in the description down below. Keep planting your seeds, keep stacking your silver. This is Prepping with Sarge.